All right, hi, my name is Ryan, and today I'm going to teach you how to plot a course using a plotter and a sectional chart. We're going to go over some things such as how to find the distance between two airports using nautical miles and then statute miles. We're also going to figure out how to find out how to find the true course and the magnetic course. Then we're going to go over some objects we might find in our path where we will need to read the mean sea level and the above ground level, and that is on the chart. And then also some symbols that are on the chart and what they mean. And then last couple things we're going to do is how to figure out where a point is on the sectional chart using lines of latitude and longitude. And then lastly, we'll do a little bit of Morse code. So let's say we start at San Jose International Airport here. We're going to put a dot right there in the middle of the airport. And we're going to go to Salinas. We're going to put another dot right there in the middle of that airport. Then we're going to take out our plotter. You can see on the plotter, one side reads statute miles and the other side reads nautical miles. So to find nautical miles, we're going to start with that. You're going to line the plotter up from the dots. So we're going to put this dot on 0 and put the other dot, just line it up on the route. We're going to draw our line. All right. And then we're going to just read it. So looks like Salinas is about 44.5 nautical miles away. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other side. Set it at 0. Turn it to Salinas. And it looks like it's about 51.5 nautical or statute miles away. All right, so that's that. Now, for true course, what you have to do is you're going to, normally you would take a line of longitude and you would slide your plotter up along your course until you found a part of your course that intersects with a line of longitude. But since our course doesn't intersect any lines of longitude, we have to use a line of latitude. So right in the middle of our course, we have a line of latitude that intersects it, and it intersects it right there. So we're going to put the dot right there on it. We're going to go ahead and line up our plotter with our line in between the two airports, and we're going to put our dot right there. And then we're going to read this half circle. So we're going to follow the line of latitude, and it looks like that it's at, we also read on the inner scale when it's a line of latitude and the outer scale when it's a line of longitude. So we're latitude. So the two numbers are 160 and 340. So you kind of have to use common sense right there. 160 is in between 90 degrees, which is this way, and 180, which is that way. So it's, and our course is going southeast, so it's obviously going to be 160. So that's our true course. And then to find magnetic course, you're going to take this dashed line right here. You're going to look for those lines. And right there, it shows a correction of 13 degrees. So we're going to take 13 degrees off of 160, which is going to give us 147. And 147 will be our magnetic course. So now, along our route, we may encounter a tower. So here's a tower. And for the tower, on the sectional chart, it gives us both the mean sea level and the above ground level. So the mean sea level is going to be on top, and that reads 4,052. So that's 4,052 feet above sea level. And then in the parentheses right here, we have the above ground level, which is 1,554 feet. And so the difference between them is above ground level is above where the tower is situated. So let's say the tower is situated on a mountain. It's the distance above the top of the mountain is how tall the tower is. And then the mean sea level is the entire thing, so the mountain plus the tower above sea level. All right, so now we're going to take a look at some symbols that are on the map. So if we look along our course, if we go down to Salinas and we just look a little bit left of it, we see the parachute right there, the purple parachute. So that purple parachute indicates that it's a parachute jumping area or skydiving. and that just tells you to be careful when you're in that area, watch out for skydivers, and try to avoid that area if possible. Next, we're going to look at this flag right here. So just to the left of Salinas also. Whenever you see that purple flag, it means there's a VFR checkpoint right there. And that basically just means that there is a big visible object on the ground, just to help out anybody who's flying VFR. And then if we look just a little bit over from Salinas, we'll see that there's another airport right here, and that is the Marina Airport. And just a little bit left of that one, we have a diamond with an H in it. And that means that there is hang glider activity in that area. So that means probably along the cliffs, along the beach, people are hang gliding, and just be careful when you're along those cliffs because you could come in contact with them. Try to stay out of the area if possible if you notice them there. Okay, so now we're going to go over lines of latitude and longitude and how to find a point. So let's take the San Francisco airport right here. So San Francisco International is right here. We're going to read, so basically for lines of longitude and latitude, for longitude you read using the lines of latitude, and for latitude you read using the lines of longitude. So if we come down here to the bottom, we see that we have numbers here. And basically the numbers correspond to the quadrant that it's going to be in. So 122 goes that direction, and then this is 36, but 36 only runs till here, where 37 starts, and then 37 is going to be our quadrant for San Francisco International right here. And so what you're going to do is you're going to read it basically like this. So every one of these large lines counts for 10. So that would be like 10, 20, 30, 40, right like that. So, and then obviously all the ticks in between that are just one per. So when you read it, you read first the big number of the quadrant, and then you read how many ticks. So for our latitude, it's going to be 122, and then we're going to count up. So San Francisco is going to be about 25 ticks. All right, and then for our longitude, we're going to start at 37. All right, we're 37's right there, and we're going to count how many ticks up it is from there. So that's going to be 10, 20, 30, and then we're going to count how many ticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be 6 ticks right there, and that'll give us 37, 36. And then for the other one, how we did it was we took 122, which is right here, and we just did how many ticks over it is. So that's going to be 10, 20, and then we're going to count 5 ticks, and if you just look up, you're going to get to San Francisco. All right, so lastly, we are going to show a little bit of Morse code. So we did a little bit of Morse code right here. So let's say we started with SJC. So SJC stands for, it's for the San Jose International Airport. And using a Morse code decoder or a rubric per se, you can read the letters. So for SJC, S is going to be 3 dots, and then J is a dot followed by 3 dashes, and C is a dash, a dot, a dash, and another dot. And then my name is Ryan, so let's try this. We'll using the rubric. So an R is a dot, a dash, and a dot. A Y is a dash, a dot, and then 2 dashes. An A is a dot and a dash, and then an N is a dash and a dot. All right, and then we were given this sequence of Morse code. So the Morse code sequence is below right here, below the phrase. And So each of those, we had to look at the rubric and figure out the lines, break it up in between each of the letters so it's easier to follow. And so this one is THE, so the, and then SECRET for secret. And then this is a T and then an O, so to, the secret to. This is an A, so the secret to A. That's a G, and then 2 O's, and then a D, so the secret to a good. And then this is a P, an I, an L, an O, and a T, so the secret to a good pilot. And then an I and an S, so secret to a good pilot is, and then a Y is right here, an O is right there, a U is right there, so the secret to a good pilot is U. That's an N, an E, a V, an E, and an R, so never. And then that's an S, a T, an O, and a P. That's stop. And then that's an L, E, A, R, N, I, N, G. So the phrase is, the secret to a good pilot is you never stop learning. All right, cool. So that's everything. Thank you.